wake up. The alarm is blaring too loudly. You didn't get enough sleep. You reach out to turn it off and accidentally knock over a glass of water with your elbow. It spills onto the floor, the wires, the documents. You jump up. Your socks are wet, and everything irritates you. Then you stub your pinky toe on the nightstand. It's a dull internal pain as if the whole world is mocking you. You stay silent, but inside you're already exploding. In a rush, you spill hot coffee on your shirt, right before leaving, and you catch yourself thinking, great, the day is going just as planned. But you don't even notice. You've just launched it yourself. You walk out of the house in this state and the world responds. The cashier is rude to you. Someone cuts you off in traffic. At work, the same stupid questions again. People annoy you. Everything irritates you. You don't understand why everyone is so stupid. But the truth is, you turned this wave on yourself. You activated the egregore of negativity. You gave the system a command. I'm in the negative. And it aligned everything to match. You're like an antenna that only picks up a specific frequency. And this frequency is low. It attracts everything destructive. And the more you react, the more energy you give. Entities are invisible to the eye. They make no sounds. They don't crawl on the ceiling. They live in your reactions. They don't need to scare you, and they just need you to snap. They feed off emotion, negative, residual, automatic. And the moment you start your day with aggression, you become a source of energy. You think you're angry at people and situations, but in reality, you're caught in a trap. You're being shaken. You are a battery for the system. And here's where your power begins. At any moment, even if the day has gone wrong, even if you're on the edge, you can say to yourself, stop. This is not me. This is a script. Wake up. Just turn off the autopilot. Just be silent. Close your eyes. Take a breath. And in that moment, you break free. You break the flow. You stop being food. Reality isn't what happens to you. It's what you react to. And if you stop reacting, reality breaks down. The entity loses interest in you. The egregore no longer receives your power. And then, the day starts to flow differently. This is where awakening begins. Not from a book, not from meditation, but from the awareness, on an ordinary dumb day, that you are not your emotion. You are the point of choice. Sometimes you talk to someone and everything seems fine, but afterward you feel drained, dirty inside, heavy. You can't explain what they said, but you feel it. They pulled everything out of you. This isn't just an unpleasant person. This is a transmitter. The system speaks through them. These people can be anyone. A colleague, an acquaintance, a random bus passenger, even a loved one. But at the moment of contact, you lose yourself. They trigger old wounds. They speak with a smirk. They provoke a reaction in you. And this is the key sign. If you reacted, you were caught. They don't realize what they're doing. They're not evil people. They're carriers of scripts. Through them, your weak spots get activated, your unresolved codes. And if you're not awake, you give yourself away completely. The system doesn't work through logic. It works through triggers. It strikes not at your mind, but at your vulnerability, at your old wounds. Because while you tried to forget, it remembers, through others. But you can learn to recognize. If after talking to someone you feel empty, it wasn't just a chat, it was a drain. If someone causes you anger, irritation, guilt, they're either reflecting you or transmitting someone else's program. If you lose focus, meaning breath, you're in the net. If you're mentally replaying the conversation for hours, you became a source of energy for the system. What to do? Stop. Return to yourself. Acknowledge. I got triggered, but this is not me, this is a script. Don't seek revenge. Don't try to prove anything. You're not in a war. You're in training. The goal is not to defeat them. It's not to lose yourself. You don't have to be soft. But you must be conscious. Your reaction, your reality, your silence inside, that's a blow to the system. You stop being predictable. You become free. Entities are not shadows in corners or demons from horror films. You won't hear their whispers, you won't see their faces, but you will feel them nearby. When a sudden surge of anger rises inside, when you argue just to prove you're right, when you engage in a conflict that destroys you, when you can't stop. Entities live inside your emotions. They're subtle, quiet, like energy parasites. They don't want your body. They want your anger, your resentment, your guilt, your fear. They don't rush in right away. First, they plant a thought, provocative, toxic, doubtful. Nobody cares about you. You don't matter. He doesn't respect you. She said it on purpose. From that moment, you're a source. You're fuel. You feed them with your internal war. And now the important part, these entities don't go to the strong. They come where there's a crack, pain, insecurity, unhealed wounds. If you haven't worked through them, you're vulnerable. You don't have to believe in entities, but you can't deny that sometimes you're not in control of yourself, that sometimes emotion is stronger than reason, that sometimes you are not yourself. So how to turn them off? 1. Observe. Don't get stuck. Just watch. I'm getting angry. Interesting. Is this me or something got activated? Observation nullifies impulse, always. 2. Be silent. Don't respond instantly. Silence is a power cut. 3. Breathe. A simple inhale and exhale focused on sensations brings you back to the body. And in the body, there's no room for invasion. 4. Tell yourself, this is not me. This is a program. The moment you say this, you detach from the script. You reclaim your right to choose. They don't want you to know this. They want you to believe that it's your emotion, that you are your anger. But the truth is, you are consciousness and you can choose. And the moment you choose not to react, they've lost. There is one path that cuts all wires to the system, a path that not only saves but rewrites your reality. It's not meditation, not magic, not protection. It's your presence. When you are in yourself, when you breathe, when you look at the world consciously, without a mask, without a role, without shoulds, everything around you shifts frequency. Entities can't survive in high vibrations. They can't reach someone who thinks clearly and feels honestly. They go blind from your light if you don't hide from yourself. Every time you smile sincerely, just because it feels good inside, do good not for validation. Speak the truth even when it's scary. Choose to let go instead of taking revenge. Stay out of someone else's script and write your own. Take a pause when the storm rages inside. You become invisible to the system, and at the same time, the most powerful within it. You don't just stop reacting, you create a new line of reality. You are like an antivirus in the matrix. You're not fighting, you're rewriting. The awakened are not those on the mountain. The awakened are those among people who remain themselves, in the field of emotions, pain, and resentment, and don't lose focus. And this is not about holiness, this is about strength, about the fact that you no longer rent yourself out. Wake up, every time. When you're angry, when you're offended, when you feel injustice. These are all hooks, all noise. Stop. Take a breath. And remember who you are. This whole path, it's not a path of protection. It's a path of conscious transformation. You are not a victim. You are a point of creation. You are the force that no longer feeds the system, but creates its own. If you felt this groan, it means you're already waking up. Support this path. Like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment about how you handle the shakeups. This is not just a video. It's an activation. And your response launches a new W.